Hi there. I want to make a brief video today that helps people understand how to get their events posted to the 5280 dance calendar. What you need to do that initially are some credentials that allow you to log into the back of the calendar and actually post an event. So to get your credentials, you want to click on Ancillary Pages, Contact, and on this page, on the contact page, give us your name, email address, and a brief message. And the message, of course, will say, please send me some credentials. And then click on Send. Now, this process is not automated. It happens as a result of someone's work. So give us a day or two to get you some credentials. When that happens, you'll get an email that says, here's your credentials. Feel free to log in. And then at the bottom of any page on the calendar is a link that says login here. You give that a little click, and it'll take you to a login screen where you enter your credentials that you've just received. Click on Remember Me, and then log in. So to create an event, you want to hover over New and select Event. You want the title of the event here, and this should be a descriptive title. Saturday night West Coast Swing Dance, Friday night Ballroom Dance, whatever it is. Let's say that our dance starts on the first Saturday of November. When you select that date, it should populate this lower box with the same date so that they agree. Let's say your dance starts at 6 o'clock and is over at 11 o'clock. And this we should not have to disturb. They all happen in Denver. Let's say that our dance repeats. Now we have several options here. We can repeat it weekly. On every Saturday, we can repeat it monthly. On the, maybe the third Saturday of the month, whatever we want to do here, whatever is appropriate. We can also do custom. So let's consider custom for a minute. Let's say our dance starts on the, what did I say, that was the 11th? Well, I forget the date, but it doesn't matter. Let's say that our dances are the first and third Friday of the month. So we want to select the first Friday, and you'll see it populates this area down here with that date. And the third Friday, now that date is showing up down here. We move over to the next month. The first Friday is the 6th. Let's say on the third Friday you're going to be out of town, you're not going to have a dance that week, so just don't select that date. Let's move over to January, and the first Friday is the 3rd, the third Friday is the 17th, and you get the idea how that's done. And you can move forward in time and add your dance dates in for the next year or 5 years, whatever you want to do. And then click on Apply. So here are our dance dates here that we just selected. The next section is event location. You just enter your venue here. And an address. This input coordinates tab we're not going to worry about. That involves a connection with Google that we have opted to not make. Which brings us to the next section down here, event costs and tickets. The cost, let's say, is $12. Contact information. Let's use, let's see, email. So you want to enter your name, your phone number, email address, and your URL for your website if you have one. And then your event details here. Now, we all know what goes in this box. It's time, it's when, where, how to dress, what the price is there a pre-dance lesson, when is it? Let's say we want to create a link here. We just highlight a little section of text that says click here or whatever it's going to say, and click on insert link. And in here we want to put your URL. And then click on apply. So that's how to create a link. It's very simple. In your details, the text you can edit with the bold or italics, or you can do a bulleted list or whatever you want to do. It's all pretty much right here. Now this tag section is very important. When somebody uses the tags option on the calendar, let's say they're looking for a ballroom dance. You want to select this ballroom tag. Do you see it here? Let's say you're going to have a line dance at your dance. So you want to select that. So you can select from pre-existing tags, or you can create a new tag and add it. And that way people can zero in on a dance that suits them. The only thing we ask is that you do not enter an inappropriate tag. For instance, if it's a West Coast swing dance, you're not going to use ballroom or line dance or whatever. So that's pretty much it. We want to select this box here. It's a regularly scheduled dance. Now you could have you can create events for conventions, dance classes, workshops, whatever. Nothing below here you need to worry about. Custom fields, you don't need to worry about any of that. And then if it's the first time that you post an event, because we were not really comfortable with just throwing this open to anybody and everybody, the first few times you post an event, we're going to ask that you submit it for review. Now, after we're comfortable with who you are and you know that you are a legitimate person in the dance community, this will change and you will be allowed to post immediately or publish. It'll actually say publish here. But for the moment, because this is your first event, it's going to say submit for review. Just give that a click and log out. Now on your calendar, on the actual calendar, you're not going to see your event until it's reviewed by one of the calendar administrators. And assuming that it's a serious event, we'll just go ahead and click on publish, and then at that time your event will show up in the calendar. Now I do want to show you one thing here. Remember the tag section. So they can select, for instance, let's say they want to select just events that happen at the Platte Valley Recreation Center. They can give that a click. And let's see, I think the first one of those starts in November. So here they are, Wednesday afternoon tea dance at the Platte Rec Center. So the tags that you enter in here are very important. Let's see, let's look for a West Coast Swing event in November. And here they are here, West Coast Swing. West Coast Swing. Now if we give this a click, the event opens up, expands, and we see a more detailed view. So that's what that tag section is all about. At any rate, that pretty much wraps it up. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let's see, use this contact form again right here, and send us a little note that says, hey, I got a question about this, that, or whatever, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks so much for your interest in the 5280 Dance Calendar, and have a nice evening.